Good evening, everyone. My name is Patrick Leahy. I'm the Executive Vice President here at the University of Scranton. On behalf of our President, Father Pillars, and our entire administration, many of whom are here tonight, I'd like to welcome you to our first Royals Annual Award Dinner here in the Byron Athletic Complex. I'm going to start by embarrassing my new great friend, Pete Carlesimo, with a story. We had the idea of this dinner, and we felt that it was important to honor Pete Carlesimo. And over the years, the university and the Carlesimo family had sort of lost touch, so we didn't know who to reach out to. And it dawned on me that one of my great friends from college, who's here tonight, Nick Wood is here tonight, happens to be a great friend of the Carlesimo family. So he said, I'll put a call together with Corey. So I called, Nick put the call together, and I explained to Corey that we wanted to do this dinner and that we wanted to raise some money for the athletes and that we wanted to shine a spotlight on the Scranton Athletics program and that we wanted to honor someone who has made outstanding contributions to Scranton Athletics. And of course, we could not have an event like this and inaugurate it without first honoring Pete Carlesimo. And then the phone went dead on the other end of the line. And I thought, oh, did the cell phone call drop? Did he hear the punchline? And then Nick said, no, give Corey a minute. He's composing himself. So that's when it dawned on me that we had the potential, Corey, to have a special evening tonight. We're here in the Byron Athletics Complex, in part because, of course, as an athletics fundraiser, it makes sense to host it in a gym. But the real reason is that we needed the space. When we went to talk to Corey, we said that we wanted to invite the family, of course, and how many tables would they need? And we thought 2 or 3, maybe. And Corey said, I think we're going to need 10 or 12 tables to accommodate the family. So we're thrilled to have all of you here at the Carlesimo family reunion here at the campus of the University of Scranton. I'm going to serve as your master of ceremonies tonight, and I hope we have a great ceremony in store for you. Before we get to the program, there are a number of individuals who I'd like to recognize before we get deep into the program. Let me start with our honored guests this evening. As you know, we're going to honor the second half of the program after dinner, the late Pete Carlesimo, and we're thrilled to have with us this evening Mrs. Lucy Carlesimo, longtime wife of Pete. Mrs. Carlesimo, thank you. We also have a number of the children with us. In fact, when I went to see Corey about this, we gave him a date initially, and he said, well, Pat, only 4 or 5 of the family can make it on the date that you've indicated. And I said, well, I thought that would be great. 4 or 5 of you are willing to travel to Scranton for this function? He said, no, you don't understand. My entire family will want to be at this function, all 10 of us. I'm thrilled tonight that there are 9 of the 10 Carlesimo children with us. I'd like to ask you to join me in welcoming Corey, Rogan, Sean, Mari, Tara, Mark, Greg, and Cheryl. Thank you all for being here. Lest you think I forgot you, PJ, I would like to recognize in a special way the eldest son of Pete and Lucy Carlesimo, who will serve as our keynote speaker after dinner, PJ Carlesimo. PJ, welcome. And before I leave the family, just one more shout out. I think the family needs to understand, Corey, you served as the point person on this event. And I'm sure they all believe that you did all the work. But you and I both know that Helen Yan, your assistant, did all the work. Helen, thank you for all the work that you put into this. We'll be hearing later from an individual who played football for Pete Carlesimo. He later went on to become chair of the board at the University of Scranton, Jerry Roach. Jerry, thank you for being here. There are a number of current members of our board who are here tonight. I'd just like to recognize all of them at once since there's so many. John A. Walsh is here, Larry Lynch, Karen Pennington, Paula Barrett, Maggie Mariotti are all here. Thank you for your service to the university's board. And again, I did not forget the last member of our board who also serves as the chair of the university's President's Business Council. Mary Beth Farrell is here. Mary Beth, thank you. Later this year, Mary Beth will actually be the recipient of just the 10th President's Medal in the university's history at an event in October. So congratulations, Mary Beth. Let me introduce the great mayor of the great city of Scranton, Chris Doherty. And at the risk of delaying the program, I have one quick story. You're going to hear a lot of Scranton stories throughout the course of the night, and here's one of my favorites. When I moved to the area 7 years ago, I learned that there are really about 10 or 12 families that make up Scranton. They just happen to be huge families. And I met Chris, and I found out that I think, Chris, you're one of 12, is it? 11, one of 11 kids in the Doherty family here in Scranton. And I said to him, Chris, to be elected mayor of the city of Scranton, all you need to do is get your extended family to vote for you. And he said something like, that's not as easy as it might seem, which was my first lesson in Scranton politics. And lastly, let me introduce the individual who represents the university so well down in Harrisburg, our state representative, Ken Smith. Ken, thank you for being here. Once again, thank you all for being here and making this such a special night, both for the university and for the Carlesimo family.